My observation on the lake, I've been in Hawassa for over 40 years. Even without making any scientific study, you can tell how much the lake has changed.
The project is being piloted in 2 locations, Lake Hawassa, Ethiopia, and the Vuja Tubon River Basin, Vietnam.
I am very sad to say that I sometimes feel very pessimistic about the lake.
Another issue, as you can see in the distance there, perhaps, is that sediment is a key issue in this area and within Ethiopia as a whole.
And I am encouraged to see that SIWI is doing something on the lake.
SIWI has led the development of the source-to-sea approach to be able to build on the linkages that we find between land systems, freshwater systems, coastal areas, and the ocean. And this is something that isn't taken into account as much as it needs to be. Ignoring these linkages can lead to missed opportunities for innovative solutions and can also limit or constrain sustainable development by creating conflicts between different interests.
Now, the source-to-sea as an approach is going to provide another lens for looking at the problems that are in the basin. It's going to provide another lens for working with different stakeholders.
Here in Lake Hawassa, we're translating the source-to-sea approach to what we're calling land-to-lake. It works here in Lake Hawassa because the lake is an endorheic basin, which means there's no outlet, so everything surrounding the lake comes down into the lake. This is very similar to what we find in seas and oceans, where the entire basin of a sea or ocean drains into that body of water.
The projects that we're doing here are predominantly focused on local priority flows, issues of importance to the local community. In this case, we're looking at plastic litter and solid waste management, often emerging in urban locations, but also in rural locations. The workshop that we held today consisted of a number of different processes with the communities. There were a number of presentations, and then there were a number of interactive sessions with the groups and the different stakeholders in the room.
Yes, SIWI is working at international level. I am working at local level. So SIWI and my community will get and work together. That will impact more, and it's gonna be a good scenario.
Stakeholders included groups such as fisher people who are working at a very local level to administration officials and basin development authorities who are working at a much higher level. One of the great benefits that SIWI brings here is not just the methodology, but also the approach to building solutions that are highly inclusive. So the workshop activities really build on bringing together people who might not otherwise have a voice in this conversation, and also making sure that all groups are equally represented as best as possible.
Having achieved steps 1, 2, and 3, there is a foundation for moving on to the 4th step, in which stakeholders will work together to design their local approach to source-to-sea management. This project is ending now, but when funding for future activities is secured, we will take the foundations for source-to-sea management that we have developed in this project, i.e. the understanding of the local challenges, the identification and engagement of stakeholders, and analyzing the governance system, and move on to steps 4, 5, and 6. Through interactive exercises and capacity building workshops, we have started to build the capacity of local stakeholders to implement source-to-sea management.